All right. Well, I found something kind of more back to my roots, my country western roots, the music that I used to like, back in high school. I mean, yeah, I also liked rock and roll and Led Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff, but Waylon Willie and Chris Christopherson and George Strait. I mean, I love those guys too. Even back before them, the old time Western music. Always been a soft spot in my heart for that. And today we're going to listen to an old George Strait song. And this one's called I Can Still Make Cheyenne. Now, you should understand that Cheyenne, when he's referring to Cheyenne, he's referring to the rodeo. This is a rodeo song. And it's about the life that the rodeo cowboys live. And, it's not an easy life, and it has its issues, and this song is very much dealing with that. It's dealing with, if you're a rodeo cowboy, you're away from home a lot, and if you have a relationship with somebody, you're spending so much time away that they move on. And as sad as that is, just to me, it just sort of shows the weakness in our society. I have little or no patience for women that will break off a relationship while the guy's out there busting his bones, quite literally, trying to make the money to support them. He's out there busting his butt, and then she leaves him for some other guy because he's working too hard. Yeah, that's just me. So in any event, this is going to be sung by McNown and Grace Tyler. I don't know them. This is off of Max McNown's YouTube channel from 11 months ago. It's got 187,000 views, but I like it because it's a good old George Strait song. So, anyhow, let's get into it. Give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Ring a ding the bell so you get notifications. And here we go.
The telephone rang about 8:45. I heard his voice on the other end of the line, and wondered what was wrong this time. Never knew what has caused my break. A cowboy like him, it could be anything. And I always expected the worst in the back of my mind.
I said it's cold out here and I'm all alone. Didn't make the short go again, and I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long.
Little cowboy information here. The short row. So when they enter into the rodeo, a lot of the cowboys riding rough stock will actually ride the day before or earlier in the morning to qualify to be able to ride when the audience is there. So if you don't make the short go, you're not in the money. And that's what he's saying here. He didn't make the short go, so he's coming home.
I never got a chance to ride or call, and I know this rodeo's been hard on us all, but I'll be home soon. And honey, is there something wrong? She said don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new and he sure ain't no rodeo man. Said I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. Then slowly turned around and gave it one last look. Then I just walked away. Aimed my truck toward that Wyoming line. With a little luck, I could still get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind, I could still hear you say, she said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new and it sure ain't no rodeo man. Said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. But she always expected the worst in the back of her mind.
Yep. There you go. Beautiful song. And they did a great job singing it. They really did. Max McGowan and Grace Tyler. We're going to obviously listen to some more of the stuff that they're putting out because I think they did a great job with that song. It's a difficult song because there's two parts in it, and typically it's sung by one person, where he uses like, well, he said and she said and that kind of stuff. The way they did it here, when she was singing, it was her voice. When he was singing, it was his voice. But it made it a little confusing. So to clarify, he's out riding the rodeo circuit, putting his life and limb at risk, trying to make money for his family, him and her. Calls home to say, hey, I didn't make the short go, so I'm going to come home for a while. And she's saying, don't bother coming home. She met somebody else who's not a rodeo guy. And he said, well, okay, then if I hurry, I can still make it to Cheyenne in time to ride at the Cheyenne rodeo. Rodeos, every town out west, every major town, most small towns out west in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, North Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, they all have rodeos. And it's just a way of life out there, a very enjoyable way of life. I got kind of involved with that a little bit out there watching, and we own a lot of horses. So in fact, one of the reasons I am where I'm at today is because I got beat up pretty bad by a horse years ago. So it's just part of life, I guess, isn't it? Just part of life. In any event. So I think they did a great job with the song. I can still make Cheyenne. It's just a sad thing, I mean, this guy's out there busting his nut, trying to make a living for them, trying to make some money, and she goes and takes off with some other guy. Just sad, disappointing, but it is what it is, friends. It is what it is. She knew what he was when she was dating him, obviously. No doubt she was a buckle bunny at one point and followed him because she thought he was romantic, being like a rodeo cowboy, big and brave and tough and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. But she left him anyway. So let that be a sad lesson to you. In any event, I hope you enjoyed that. Get in the comments. Give me your thoughts on it. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications, and I'll find something hopefully a little bit friendlier, happier to listen to.